Hey y'all, I'm feeling good today, so I just decided to, hop on, speak my piece about some things. Hey y'all, my audio was out, but it's okay. We gonna crop that out. Yeah, so I'm doing good today. I'm doing great today, so I just decided to come on here and record. Today we are going to be talking about perception. A lot of well, hold on. Before that, I go by many names, but on this channel, my name is Venus, and this is the Yap Academy, where I talk about things that I went through in my life. If I get off topic, I'm a yapper, and in order to help y'all or help anybody who may have been in the same situation or a similar situation that I have, to be able to expedite the healing process faster than I did. Anyways, let's get into it. Like I said, today we're gonna be talking about perception. Perception has really ultimately been like the underlier in a lot of conversations that I have had or have been having. Excuse me, have been having with a lot of people. And a lot of people sometimes overlook how how big perception is, right? In my opinion, perception is your reality. Perception is your reality. What you think in your brain, what you believe, what you exude from up here, from your brain, is going to play out in your life. Um, some examples, right? If you wake up and you feel like, oh, this is not my day, today gonna be a bad day, blah 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 blah, then you are attracting this energy to come in and for things to go wrong. Like you on your way to work and then all of a sudden you got a flat tire, or you um you went to the bank and you got some money out and you went to the store to go get something and then you drop $5, like stuff like that. Or maybe even drop a significant amount of money, or you left your phone at a place and somebody took it, or you left your keys somewhere and now you can't get in the house, stuff like that. So with perception, this is why a lot of people say you are what you think. This is why a lot of people say, um, it's a lot of different phrases that goes with perception. My favorite saying to say is change your perspective to change your life. Change your perception to change your reality. Because whether you know it or not, what we think is more than likely going to play out into the 3D. That is how powerful our minds are, our brains are. So once we elevate our essence, once we elevate our frequency, you'll start to notice a shift around you for the better, for the good, for the positive, versus always being in negativity and negative things always happening to you. So, how I go through and change my perspectives on a lot of things, I also do it with like emotional regulation as well. I think about all aspects of a situation. I think about potentially what I may say or what I have said, how it can affect the person that I'm saying it to or the people around that person, as well as I take into perspective the other person, what they said to me, how it affects me and my decisions and around me. And I ultimately come up with the conclusion of what I'm going to do, of what I did, and how to maneuver. And a lot of people don't realize that perception is so vital in life. Um, Down to how you perceive the Bible, how you believe in what is in the Bible, um, how you view God, how you view Satan, how you view the people that are speaking in the Bible, understanding the parables that are in the Bible, because there are some things that I realized about the Bible that I thought the Bible was hard facts, okay, until I um actually got a little bit understanding from other people, whether it's through social media like videos, or if it's my sisters, or maybe it's somebody else who may have a different perspective, and then I start to think and I take it back to God, and God be like, yes or no. um One day I was up. I be up late all the time, okay? But I was up pretty late, and I just decided to I prayed. I'm like, you know what? I need to have a conversation with the Heavenly Father. So I was praying, and I'm praying over all the aspects of my life. And I remember saying, I just want to make y'all proud. I want to make y'all really, really proud. And after that, I just heard a voice say, go to Jeremiah 29:11. Okay, I go. And basically, it was telling me that you're not missing anything, you're still on time, that I'm giving you a future and a hope, and you good, you decent. Like, don't worry about nothing. You right where I want you, right where I need you to be. But my perception of everything, the signs and messages, the synchronicities, I felt like I was behind. I felt like I was missing a mark. I felt like I wasn't doing the things necessary to retrieve my blessings. Once I shifted my perspective, I quickly realized that the days where I felt like I was behind, I actually was right where I was supposed to be. I was supposed to go through this season of patience, the pruning of patience, the season of waiting, and it's prevalent to where I'm going, right? So, how can I um say, oh, okay, we all know the story about Noah. God gave him a warning. 120 years before the flood actually came. And I needed to shift my perspective. Just because God is telling me something don't mean that it's gonna happen right here, right now. When it is gonna happen, it's gonna happen. The opportunity will never miss you. If it's for you, it's gonna come knocking at your front door. ready for you to accept it, or if you choose otherwise, then that is on you. Okay? That is your decision. And good luck. Good luck. That's all I can say about that. But um yeah, perception, having an open mind, being able to switch perspectives and switch perceptions, you have to have a very open mind. If you have a closed mind and you tunnel vision on something and you think it's going good, but in reality, it's like shift your perspective on it. Because once you shift your perspective, it shifts your energy. Once you elevate your energy, once you elevate your essence, you'll begin to attract more. And that's even with negative energy too. Negative energy, misery loves company. So negative energy will feed off of negative energy. Negative energy tries to go towards positive energy, but that's where that protection comes in. That's where your perception of protection comes in. You have to do what you need to do to protect yourself at all costs. God got you, but you got to make sure that you instill the practices that is needed to protect yourself, because the real ones know that they always out there trying to get us. Yeah, I said it. It's 95 versus 5. Do the math. So, yeah. Um when it comes to changing your perspective on something, once again, like I say, you have to be open-hearted. 2, you have to do your own research in regards to the facts. 3, you have to go to God about it. You have to go to God about it and be like, yeah, that's another way to look at it, a more positive way to look at it. And then you accept the shifted perspective. And there's a lot of things in life that, I'm gonna be honest, people need to change their perspective on. It's a lot of things in life that people need to shift their perspective on, because the way that they feel about something is not the only way that you feel about it. And I understand why in the Bible it says that you shouldn't mock, or you shouldn't try to, don't persuade fools to believe what you're telling them, or what you're talking about when it comes to religion or anything like that. Don't make fun of another person's beliefs, because that's their perspective. Whatever works out for them may not work out for you. And there's different levels of perception, just like there's different tiers of tolerance. Um, Tolerance is a whole separate thing, because what you may tolerate, somebody else may not. How much you endure something, somebody might not be able to endure that much. That's why different perspectives matter, because you can give insight on things, you can say your experiences to help somebody else shift their perspective and maybe accept or susceptible to rise or heighten or lift up that tolerance level, because they have the knowledge to do that, and is backed up by facts and backed up by God. So what I tell people, well, I already told y'all, make sure you go to God first. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Make sure you go to God first, and then do your research, and then accept the shifted perspective and see how it works for you. There's infinite infinite perspectives on this planet, or this rock we on, whatever it is. Um, infinite. So get you some knowledgeable people who know some stuff about some stuff, and who could get the answers to some stuff about some stuff. They'll really help you out. But levels of tolerance. Now, this is why you don't downplay what people go through, what their story is, how they feel about something. Because, okay, let's say your friend had a dog, right? And you not really too fond of dogs, but your friend had a dog and the dog passed away. Your friend over there boohoo crying like, oh my dog, like I'm gonna miss my dog, I love my dog, this and that. I did the memorial service for the dog, like, but you over here like, that's just a dog, like, get over it. No, because to you it's just a dog. To your friend, that's a animal, that is a pet, that is a person. Because dogs are low-key humans. They have the same emotions we have. They go through the same thing. They just can't talk like we can. They can walk, they can bark, they can feel, they can sense, they can do all the other stuff that we can do. I ain't even seen a dog do math. But to you it's just a dog. To them that was a partner when they felt alone. That was someone who was there through their pain, through their trauma, through their PTSD, through all the hard times, and gave them the ultimate love, the ultimate support, what they needed to keep going day to day. And their support system, all they have is now gone. And it's crazy if you don't got no friends that you could trust, that you put your trust into a dog. But hey, I'm at that point. For real. But yeah, you can't tell. And then also another thing, I don't like when people try to use their age as experience and making it seem like they've been through more than you when they don't even know you. They don't even know you. And then they feel like, oh, since I'm 85, da da da, da, or since I'm 75 or I'm 65, da da da. Da. No, we have not had the same life. We did not grow up in the same timeline. We did not grow up in the same era. I don't even think that we would be friends if we did grow up in the same era. Just being honest. Ask that question to your parents and drop it in the comments. Let me know what they say. Like, ask them, like, hey, ma, do you think if we grew up in the same era, like, do you think we would be cool? You think we would be friends? Like, what you think? And see what they say. I'm low key. I want to see what other people say, cause me and my sister, me and my sister was talking about that, and then I was like, hmm. I know me and my parents would have been friends, but my grandparents, no, no, far away from them. I would keep walking in the hallway. That'll tell you a lot. But yeah, ask your parents that question. Like, do you think that we would be friends growing up? That will tell you a lot about how a person feel about you in your family. If they wasn't family, would they extend themselves to be family? Ask that question. But don't try to use your years, your experience to invalidate somebody else's life and their experiences and their knowledge, their inner knowing, their wisdom, their faith, or anything like that. Because that happened to me on my birthday. Not on my birthday. It was a couple days before my birthday. And my grandparents was getting ready to go somewhere. I don't know where. But I went in the kitchen and it was the day I got my hair did. It was the day before my birthday actually. I got my hair did. And then, they was complimenting my hair and all this other stuff. Not gonna get into that. Um my grandfather complimented or made a comment on my gray hairs because yeah, I have some. And basically was like, "Oh, you got gray hairs, da da da." And I told him I was like, "Oh, my gray hairs is wisdom. Get you some." And then my grandma was like, "You don't even know what wisdom is. You haven't been on this earth as long as me, da 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 da." And I'm just like, that doesn't matter. You don't know what I've been through at all. And I just felt something like push me away, like push me into my room. And I was just like, my day. I don't play. Mm-mm. Spirit knew if I stay in that kitchen a little bit longer, hey, yeah, it's going down. Basement Friday the 13th. Guess who's playing Jason? But I said all that to say, don't let anybody invalidate your experiences. Don't let nobody invalidate your wisdom, what you and God, how your relationship between you and God, what y'all got going on, what y'all talking about. And if God tell you to shut up, be quiet. Don't talk. If people don't hear you, then you're not supposed to be talking to them at all. If they don't understand you, you're not supposed to be around them. Get around some people who want to hear you talk. Get around some people who want to hear what you got to say. Get around some people who light up when they see you. Get around some people who want to be around you. Don't force your don't force your way around no people. Cause 9 times out of 10, they're in the 95. Get to your 5%, 5%, 10. So you can't see up in my window. Hey, real yop, real yop. Get around your 5%, and that is going to be the video of today. Once again, of course, you're here on my YouTube, but I also have a Twitch. It is IDEFKM underscore. It'll be the Yap Academy on there as well. And then I have a TikTok, LESGETLIT. I'll be posting videos and stuff like that on there too, words and stuff like that on there too. Once again, that's LESGETLIT. Go follow me on those, and I'll see y'all in the next one.